doing? It's Henry and Mowers and Blowers! Good afternoon. Just got a text message from my buddy Quinn The Mailman. It's 3 or 4 blocks away from my house. I gotta go see what it is. He says it's a push mower. And being that I am out of things to fix, including, snow blowers, I could use a push mower to tinker with. Let's see what we find in a few minutes. Here we go. This is the street that Quinn told me there's a push mower. I didn't see anything yet, do you? Maybe I'm too late. I'm gonna just let it roll. Oh, I see it. It's has a bagger. It's a Toro. I'm gonna let it roll. Channel plug. Toro recycling. You know, this looks just like the one I just fixed. 6 horse. Holy cow. Look at that. Oh, guess what? The one I just fixed, I'm missing the bagger. Well, look. Now I have a bagger. There we go, loaded it in there. Look at this bagger. This is perfect. I mean, how could it be so perfect? You guys know I just fixed the exact same mower the other day. The only bad thing was I didn't have a bagger. Well, look, now I got the bagger. And this thing flexes like a mother. Not that mothers actually flex. Well, some mothers do. But this deck is done ski. I can always use the engine because I have another deck. How perfect is that? Kind of funny how things happen. You get something, you're like, oh, I wish I had a bagger for it, but that bag is so unique and rare. Well, rare as in you don't see it every day. It's, not very common you get a bagger with that kind of attachment. And I said, oh, I'll never get a bag like that. What are the chances I pick up the same exact mower? So this flexes big time because the side frame is like missing. I think it's the plastic chute that attaches to the bagger that's busted and broken. And so it's gone ski, Look how it flexes. Another one bites dust. Another one bites dust. But if that engine's good, I have that Scott's by John Deere deck, remember? I don't even know if the self-propulsion works on that thing, but could use an engine. So my cousin's having a barbecue tomorrow. This Jeep was a review. He's got 3 little kids. I don't use it. I'm gonna give it to him for Christmas. Oh, hey. So it's the next day. And I knew that I had just fixed the same exact mower like about a month ago. Identical. The only bad thing about this mower was that it didn't have the bagger, and I knew that there was no way I was ever going to get a bagger like that, because how often do you see a bagger like that? You don't see that very often, and yet I find the same exact mower a month later. It's amazing how things happen. Just like my other fellow YouTubers they always pick up the same stuff I'm picking up at the same time. It's really weird, you know? Anyway, let me just show you the differences here. Not that there's many. So while I thought maybe I could salvage this deck, right? I thought maybe it was just because the chute was missing that made it look like this. But if you look carefully, you lift up this thing here, this is actually the hole for the discharge, right? If you choose to have a side discharge, you would prop that up somehow with a deflector cover. But because this part is busted, it was rusted to heck, you know? This entire part is gone-ski. Gone-ski! We'll look at the exact same model mower, and as you can see, this has the plastic chute that corresponds with the bagger chute output. As you can see from this one, it has a blocker here to keep this down. If you wanted a side discharge, you would remove this, and then this lever would come off, and you'd be able to put that up and maybe replace that, and it holds it open so that the discharge comes out. As you can see here, this part here is bolted on to the deck. It's cut off like around here with the other one, or maybe right there. So this probably was all rusted on that one there. So that deck, unfortunately, while it looks okay elsewhere, you can't use it because that entire side is Dunsky. It's a shame too, because this is a pretty strong deck. I don't know if it's made out of aluminum or... if it was aluminum, it wouldn't rust. So probably just really well powder coated back in the day. This is rear self-propelled. Mine works. What would I swap aside from the bag onto this one? Well, this cover with the sticker, the GTS sticker and the Toro sticker, is in really good shape. I think I would replace it with my existing one, where I actually used a heat gun and put this sticker back on. It was all crumpled up and peeling and stuff, but a heat gun got it on here. But you could still see that the condition of the sticker is worse than this one. So I'll probably, at the very least, swap out this cover. This is a good cover with a good sticker. We'll put it on the good mower. As you can see, the wheels that I picked up are in worse condition than this, so we won't do the wheels. The only thing I could see is just using the bagger. That's it. My rear is good, whereas the one I just found is a fabricated toe guard. Let's just put the bag on. We'll tell you, it's been a long time since I put one of these things on. Look at that. It opens up like this to dump, see? I guess it's the only way you would, because this hole's so small. That's what he said. Oh, that's not right. Guess this has got to go over here. Holy cow, I guess this has to go on top. That's unusual, huh? Well, let me get you a better angle so you can see how it goes in. That's what she said. Yeah, so bagger's on top. I guess it goes just like that. This thing goes like this. Well, what is this for then? Is that it? That's the extent of it? That's on? So then to disconnect it, well, how would I take it off? Oh, I see. You would lift it with this. There we go. That's what this is for. To disengage it. See? Oh, that's cool. It's pretty cool. That bag could use power washing though. Let's look at the whole mower actually. Well, the mower actually looks okay. But I'll take pictures of it and relist it because I have it currently listed for 150 bucks, which is kind of high for an old Toro. But now that it's got the bagger, I don't know. It's really, the season's almost over anyway, so I will list it for 175 just to see if some nut wants it. It's not in bad condition. And with this one there, I'm gonna use this engine if it works. We'll test it in a little bit. It's a little dangerous to, if it runs with the blades flying out like that and the deck flexing so much. So we'll just see if that engine's good, and if it runs, we'll spray some go-go juice in it, and we'll see if it at least turns over. Like I said, I have a Scott's by John Deere deck that needs an engine, and that's it right there. I don't know. Should I keep the rear transmission? It's so much trouble, and it would only fit on this model, and you don't see this all that often, so I'd probably hold on to it forever, you know? So I'm not going to power wash it now. There's been no interest, no clicks on this whatsoever so far. I haven't really had too many interest on mowers at all because it's so hot. Grass is dry. I water it every day, but I need to water it twice a day, which I don't do, which is why my lawn is starting to dry. But the ground is so hard that even when it rains, the water doesn't go into the ground and seep in because the ground is too hard. So I'm gonna just see what happens next year, you know what I mean? Hopefully by the fall time it'll get a little bit better. We'll see what happens. But until then, I'm not going to power wash this until I have an opportunity to power wash. And so I just want to see if this thing runs after being in my shed for like a month. It's the primer kind of Quantum. Oh, I do need to change out this top cover, I forgot. But let's see if it starts. It should. I said it should. Good sounding engine, man. So let me swap out that cover real quick and we'll see if that thing starts. I wanted to show you guys something real quick. On my way home from picking that up, I saw this in the garbage, somebody else's garbage. I wanted to show it to you. I thought it was kind of cool, and not to mention I had never seen it before. The guy that I picked it, the house that I picked it up from, he has a pickup truck. So I'm thinking this is one of those cheaper versions of a tool box for the rear bed of your pickup truck. It looks like it's hardly been used, if at all. See? It's got these handles on the side. I don't know, maybe it's not for a pickup truck. It has a Velcro thingamabob here. And you just slide it open and you could put your shit in it. I mean, I could use a place to put shit, you know? As a matter of fact, this actually fits your rifle. Insulation in there and could put rifles in there. Whatever, it was free. Free! Now that I'm looking at it, right? Look at the air filter cover to the one I just found. This air filter cover has a less faded sticker. See? So I'm gonna swap out this air filter cover. Ooh, has a decent filter too. I'm running out of filters, so this would really help out. I'll keep the good filter in here, actually. This is a good filter. I'll use the bad filter, keep the good filter for future when I need one. Just whack it a little bit. And we'll have a better cover, but a worse filter, but I'll keep this for future. I don't really need to put this back on because, I will be using this engine. I forgot. Duh. Let's tell you, when you get to over 50, the Alzheimer's comes in. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I was looking at the demographics of my viewers. You know that over 25% of my viewers are age 65 and older. Isn't that amazing? That's an amazing fact. Another 25% is between 45 and 65. So 50% of my viewers are all watching me if that's over 45 years old. And the other 25% is 30 something and higher. I only have 2% women watching my channel. Just some interesting facts if you guys think it is. I got a good gas cap, but we're going to need this for this engine since we are putting it on another mower. There we go. Now, I need to blow something in here. All right, let's at least see if this thing runs. Let's check the oil real quick. It's got some yucky oil in it. I'm spraying some Sure Start starting fluid for my friends over at Lucas Oil Products. There's no choke. It's the primer kind. Let's see if it at least turns over. Oh, wait a minute. We've got cable problems here. This is not going to work unless I find something to clamp that so that it disengages the brake kill on the flywheel. After close inspection, it appears that the Z-bend simply just popped out of this thing here, and it pulls it like that. It moves freely as I engage the bail handle. See? So the cable's good. Let's see if I have enough slack to just slip the Z-bend in, and I do. There we go. It does work. Scores! All right, we already did some sprayage. That looks very dangerous, doesn't it? So I'm gonna put my drill like around here so that if the blade comes off, at least it'll hit the drill first and not my feet. We do that just as a precaution. So what do you guys think? Think it'll, I'm a little nervous about that blade. What if it flies off and kills me? At least it'll be on video. See if it turns over. Ooh. Hey, that's a nice blade. Look how silvery it is. How about that, huh? Engine started right up after we primed it. It's got a little bit of gas in it, obviously. Sounds smooth, with the exception of a little bit of surging, which means that you could just clean out the carburetor a little bit. It ought to be okay. But looks like we got a good engine over here to put on my Scott's by John Deere deck, and I'm definitely going to keep the blade. Look at the blade. The blade looks good, you know. And the wheels are in good shape too, but I have so many wheels, you know. Oh, maybe I should have checked and seen if the rear self-propulsion works. That'd be a real shame if all this stuff worked and it was just, you know, the hole. Let me try it. That bee's gonna sting me, man. Oh, while I have that there, let's see if it primes too. How about it? It primes. That's rare. things never prime well. How about that, huh? God, what a shame. The self-propulsion works, too. That's a shame. Should I try and fix this deck? Because everything works! It would take a lot for me to fix that deck. I probably won't do it. But, I mean, it's a shame. You got self-propulsion that works. Everything runs. I'm gonna see what I do later on when I decide to put this engine on the Scots. Stay tuned for that episode. As for now, we just improved my existing recycler. Same exact model that I find on the street. Unbelievable. Now I got a bagger, a better engine cover, a better air filter cover. This thing's ready to sell, maybe after a power wash, but there's no bites for this season so far on this. Probably will keep it the entire winter for next fall or next spring, so that we could sell this for some decent money. Here, we're going to take this engine, put it on another deck that I have. It's a shame though, because the self-propulsion works on this. It would just be a shame for me to just throw this out or part it out or something like that. With it all working, cables and everything. If any of you guys have this exact model and you need parts from it, I have it. Leave it in the comments. Thanks a lot for joining me on my Toro recycler pick. We'll see you guys all next time on Mowers and Blowers.
How about flex this? Another one bites dust.